All right, so question number 7. How often are these the reasons clients do not book programs? With an overwhelming 77% of the respondents answering that the most common reason, or that many times cost was the reason. This was by far the most common reason that clients do not book programs. And in my opinion, there are 2 reasons for this. The first could obviously be motivation. So this could be a lack of ability or willingness on the part of the family. And for those who really are just lacking in the ability to pay for a program, enabling various methods of payment is really helpful, obviously. So, do you accept payment plans, or do you accept credit cards? Do you offer scholarship opportunities? And if not, you might want to consider it for those who are truly motivated but just simply cannot afford the program. I have posted a link for a free service that's offered by PayPal where you can accept credit cards online. It's very easy to do. And I also have a great application form that I use to offer scholarships. And so if you are interested in that form, I'm very willing to share. Just call me or email me and I'll send that out to you. Obviously, if it's the lack of willingness, then it's my feeling that the motivation that we really need in the parents in order to ensure the follow-up and the future success of that client would also be lacking anyway, so it's probably not a good fit. The second reason that I think cost comes into play is that part of it comes from within each one of us. There are volumes of books that talk about the psychology of money, and as people in the helping profession, placing appropriate value for our services can be really difficult. Basically, I would recommend going through an exercise, something like this. So, first, just assess your comfort level with the cost. And do you feel that your services are worth the program cost? Do you feel that your price is too high? Do you feel that your price is too low? And be careful not to take your own financial situation and apply it to your price point, because your perception of what you could afford or be willing to pay could be dramatically different from someone else's perception. So instead, just think about the clients that you've worked with, like really visualize them. Think about the value that the program has brought to the families and to the clients. And think about what you need in order to continue helping people in that way. If you feel that you're overcharging, that's going to show right through to your prospective clients. And you'll never feel worthy, you'll never feel confident in giving your price. If you feel that you're undercharging, that could go the opposite direction, and it's going to lead to resentment and feeling like a martyr and just lacking self-confidence. So take the time to really get a handle on those feelings and set your price where it feels right to you, almost like fine-tuning. And once you can confidently respond to that question, how much is the program, without flinching, then you know that you've got it right. And I can almost guarantee that once you get to that place, the cost objection is no longer going to be an issue for you. Okay, so the other really interesting observation about this is that only 6% said that research was the reason, or is a reason. And at first I was pretty puzzled by this, but one comment really hit the nail on the head. She said, lack of research is more of an issue with booking an assessment than booking a program. And yes, I agree, that's exactly right. So once people come in for an assessment, this objection, at least for me, is really not an issue. And I really hope that the handout that I mentioned in the previous clip will be helpful so that you actually have something to provide folks that are on the fence about booking an assessment based on research. The unfamiliar with Davis category would definitely fit into this same situation as well, where it might prevent an assessment rather than a program. The comments in this question, there were several comments about DDAI's profile in the market. And some of the facilitators indicated that they would be willing to pay a higher annual licensing fee in order to obtain more exposure. And examples of Sylvan Learning Center came up more than once in this. However, if you look at the franchising fees that enable Sylvan to produce the commercials and the media campaigns that they have, I doubt any one of us would opt to go that route. I actually posted a link down below so that you can check those out yourself. And basically, you know, Davis is a grassroots organization, and grassroots can be very effective as long as the seeds are being sown from many different directions. The survey has been very helpful in terms of giving us all a better understanding of our business model. And I think, too, that it gave DDAI a much better understanding of what is important to us and where they might be able to help. Along those lines, one of the most common comments about DDAI's exposure was the need for increased visibility with the book. I know that whenever I get a call from someone that has read the book, they're basically on board, and that it's just a matter of ensuring that the program is a fit for the client. So the book really is key. And to that end, Alice and Ron have taken these suggestions to heart, and we'll be shortly announcing plans for a really neat grassroots lecture series that will help promote the book in communities across North America. The lecture series is slated to begin in mid-spring 2009 and will provide really exciting publicity opportunities both locally and nationally. DDAI and Mind's Eye Marketing will be collaborating in the planning efforts, and so look for more information in the coming weeks as those details solidify. It's really exciting. I think it's going to be a really exciting opportunity for all of us, and I hope that people will take advantage of it. All right, so back to the chart. The only real trend, other than what's already here, that was within the comments was the idea that school systems can get in the way for various reasons. For instance, schools or parents not wanting the client to miss school for the week, and I think that that is a big one. Parents feeling that the schools should be providing effective services and not being willing to pay above and beyond what they already pay in taxes. Parents being hopeful that the programs provided by the school will eventually kick in. I think that's a big one too. So I found this chart to be very interesting, and I hope that you did too. I know that there's a lot of information that I didn't cover on this video clip, but I won't keep you any longer, and I will look forward to seeing you next week as I wrap up the marketing series, and I really hope that you've found it helpful, and thanks for watching.